Hello everyone. In this video we are going to learn a practical of biochemistry from second semester, that is qualitative analysis of urine for abnormal constituents. The ordinary urine is examined under the following heads. First, physical examination. It includes volume, color, appearance, odor, specific gravity and total solids. And chemical examination includes the presence of glucose, protein, ketone body, blood, bile salt and bile pigments. Let's see how this urine sample is collected. First, midstream morning urine sample. Second, random urine sample. And third, 24 hours urine sample. Then this urine can be preserved with the help of 2 normal HCl, concentrated sulfuric acid, toluene and thymol. First one is physical examination of urine. First is volume. The normal volume of urine is 800 ml to 1800 ml per day. Polyuria, that is more than 2 liter per day. Oligouria is less than 400 ml per day, and anuria is the urine excretion is blocked, that is the cessation of urine output. Second, that is color. The pale yellow or straw color of urine is due to the presence of urobilin. Pale to colorless color is due to the large fluid intake, and in case of diabetes mellitus, then dark yellow to brown red, it is due to the dehydration and fever. Yellow brown color is due to the presence of bilirubin and in case of jaundice. Then white milky color is due to the presence of fat, cystine, crystal and WBC. Red color is due to the presence of beet and rifampicin drug. Bright yellow color is due to the presence of beta complex vitamin, and rusty yellow color is due to the presence of sulfonamide drug. Third one is appearance. The normal appearance, that is clear and transparent urine. Second, turbid sample due to the presence of pus cell, leukocyte, epithelial cell, nitrite, phosphate, and cloudy appearance is due to the presence of concentrated UTI, urates, phosphate and uric acid, which is present in the urine sample. Then fourth one is odor. The normal odor of urine is aromatic. On standing it is ammonical odor. Fruity odor in case of diabetes ketoacidosis. Mousy odor in phenylketonuria. Cabbage odor in tyrosinemia. Burnt sugar odor in maple syrup urine. And foul smell in bacterial infection. Then fifth one is pH. The normal pH of urine is 4.8 to 7.5. On standing it is alkaline. If the pH is less than 4.5, that is acidic urine in case of fever and diabetic acidosis. And alkaline urine, if pH is more than 8.5, then it is in case of urinary tract infection. Then sixth property is specific gravity. Specific gravity is equal to density of urine divided by density of water. The specific gravity is directly proportional to the concentration of solute excreted. The normal specific gravity is about 1.010 to 1.025. If the specific gravity is more than 1.025, that is in the case of diabetes mellitus, in nephritis, and decreased density, if the density is decreased, if the specific gravity is decreased in case of diabetes insipidus. Seventh is total solids. Total solids is equal to last 2 digits of specific gravity multiplied by 2.66, and it is known as Long's coefficient. Then how to measure the specific gravity of urine? The specific gravity of urine is determined by urinometer. This is the urinometer. Urinometer is a glass-made instrument having a cylindrical stem containing a scale. The urinometer is floated in a cylinder containing urine. Then let's see the presence of abnormal constituent in urine like glucose, ketone bodies, proteins, blood, bile salts and bile pigments. First one is glucose. It comes under the chemical examination of urine. Glucose, normally very small amount of reducing sugars are excreted in urine. For example, glucose, galactose, lactose, fructose and pentoses. In the condition of renal glucosuria, diabetes mellitus, galactosemia, pregnancy and lactation, and after ingestion of large amount of vegetables and fruits. The causes of glycosuria due to the diabetes mellitus and non-diabetic glycosuria. The first one is glycosuria with hyperglycemia and second one is non-diabetic glycosuria with hyperglycemia. Glycosuria with hyperglycemia is due to the renal glycosuria due to low renal threshold. And non-diabetic glycosuria with hyperglycemia is due to the hyperthyroidism and due to emotional disturbance, then due to the ether anesthesia and due to the increased intrarenal pressure, that is in case of tumor, fracture and encephalus. The test for sugar is Benedict test, which is used for the reducing sugar procedure. To 5 ml of Benedict qualitative reagent in a test tube, add 8 drops of urine, boil for 2 minutes and cool. The change in blue color to green, yellow, red precipitate indicates the presence of reducing sugar in urine. We have to add the 5 ml of Benedict reagent. And this is the observation. That is the blue, green, yellow, red and brick red color is observed due to the presence of sugar. Blue color remains, that is no reducing sugar. Green color less than 0.5 gram. Then green precipitate is having 0.5 to 1 gram. Green to yellow precipitate is having 1 to 1.5 gram. And this is the observation. This color of urine depends on the concentration of glucose present in urine sample. Then second test for acetone and acetoacetate, that is Rothera's test. Procedure: take 5 ml of urine, then saturate it with ammonium sulfate, add a drop of freshly prepared sodium nitroprusside and mix. Add 3 ml of ammonia carefully at the side of the tube. Observation and result: a deep purple ring is observed at the junction of two layers. That means the presence of acetone and acetoacetate in urine sample. A deep purple ring is observed. Then third one is protein. The test for protein detection is heat coagulation test. Procedure: fill a test tube with 2/3 of urine, gently heat the upper half of the urine to boiling without disturbing the lower portion, which serves as a control. A white turbidity indicates the presence of protein or phosphate. Add a few drops of glacial acetic acid. Observation and result: white PPT in upper portion indicates presence of albumin, which intensify on adding acetic acid. Here we can observe the presence of white PPT, which is observed after the addition of acetic acid. Then next test is nitric acid test, or which is also known as Heller's test. Procedure: in a clean dry test tube, take 3 ml of concentrated nitric acid, put 2 ml of urine over the acid to form a separate layer. Appearance of white ring at the junction indicates the presence of protein. Observation and result: the appearance of white ring at the junction indicates the presence of protein. Here we can observe the white precipitate at the junction, which means the protein is present in urine sample. Then next is sulfosalicylic acid test for protein. Procedure: take 5 ml urine in the test tube, add to it 1 ml of 25% sulfosalicylic acid. This test is also used for the detection of protein in urine sample. Observation and result: the appearance of white precipitate indicates the presence of protein in urine. The next test is for the detection of blood, that is benzidine test, for the detection of blood in urine sample. Procedure: the peroxidase activity of hemoglobin decomposes hydrogen peroxide and the liberated oxygen oxidizes the benzidine to give a blue solution. In a test tube, take 3 ml of saturated solution of benzidine in glacial acetic acid, add 3 ml of urine followed by 1 ml of hydrogen peroxide. The appearance of green or blue color within a few minutes indicates the presence of blood. It divided into 2 equal parts. One is controlled and another is blood sample. The appearance of green or blue color within few minutes indicates the presence of blood. Next test is bile salt, that is detection of bile salts. The test is Hay test. Procedure: sprinkle some sulfur powder in test tube containing urine. Sulfur remains on the surface in normal urine but sink down in the presence of bile salt. Observation and result: for test, sulfur powder sink to the bottom, that means the presence of bile salt, and in control the sulfur powder floats, that means it has no bile salt. Then next test is Fauchet test. Procedure: take 5 ml of urine in test tube, add to it an equal volume of 10% barium chloride solution, filter, dry the filter paper and add drop of Fauchet's reagent. Observation and result: a green color indicates the presence of bilirubin. Here we can observe the green color, that is green color precipitate on the filter paper, which indicates the presence of bilirubin. Then next we will discuss the summary of this practical. First one is Benedict test. It gives the brick red color, that means the presence of glucose. Other is Rothera's test, which gives the purple ring at the interface, which indicates the presence of acetone or acetoacetate. Third test is heat coagulation test, which gives the white coagulum, that means the presence of protein. Fourth test is Heller's test, which also gives the white ring. It indicates the presence of protein. Next test is sulfosalicylic test. White precipitate is observed, that means the presence of protein in urine sample. Next test is benzidine test, which gives the blue or green color, that means the presence of blood in urine sample. Then next test is Hayes sulfur test. The sulfur powder sinks, it means the presence of bile salt. And next one is the Foucher test. It gives the pista green precipitate, which means the presence of bile salts. This is the summary for all the tests of urine sample. Thank you.